Hey, big up, big up, big up. Welcome to King's Talks. Big up, bring back Skedaddle. Listen, when we get to that segment, I'll teach you a couple things about fantasy Premier League. But yeah, big up Nighttime Kid as well. In today's episode of King's Talks, we're gonna just look at the Premier League, go through the whole table. Um, I'm just gonna predict the table as currently standard, from 20th to first to see what teams I believe will be the teams to make it all the way to the top. Who's going to be in the relegation zone, who's going to be mid-table, who's going to be the teams that are going to be fighting for European and Champions League places, based on my opinion of the current squads as of today. Subject to change, of course, because obviously the transfer window is not closed. There's also another 3 weeks of business to be done, but it'll be based on what the teams are currently and what I think of the managers and everything else, etc., etc. Go through every single team, and then I'm gonna build my fantasy team live on the stream. Hey, big up, Nighttime Kid, big up. We will start with the Prem, go through the table. I'm gonna share this screen. There we go. Now, for me, let me make it slightly bigger. Boom. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. So for me, in 20th place, I have Hull City. I don't believe they've done enough coming into the Prem. I think they were a very poor championship side, in my opinion. I fucked that bit. It's all good. I think they haven't really done enough to keep themselves in the Premier League. I think, for me, I think they're a team that's going to be very easy to beat and a team that will go down. I don't have any reason to believe that they will stay up. Normally, when it comes to teams staying up, you can maybe see something in them in the Champions season beforehand. Watching them in the playoffs, I never thought they were good enough. But yeah, 20th, I've got Hull. In 19th, I've got the other promoted side, Ipswich. I just think Ipswich Town, though, another team that hasn't done enough, in my opinion, going forward. I don't believe in their squad. Um, for me, I think these two teams did not, for me, weren't the teams that should have gone up. In my opinion, in terms of the championship, I think teams like Middlesbrough, Southampton, teams like that were much better than them overall. Obviously, Hull through the where you got Everton. Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out where I have Everton. As I said, subject to change based on position. But yeah, 20th, 19th, two promoted sides is where I have them. In 18th, I have Fulham. Now, this is mainly based on the manager. I think Arbeloa isn't a good manager. And for me, I feel like even with the some of the transfers they've made, for me personally, I think the manager is more important than anything. I think he was very poor at Madrid. I don't think he has the skills to manage a football club, in my opinion. Um, I just don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. And I think there is going to be a top team that goes down. And I think at least one non-Premier League team did Hull go because of the spy thing with Southampton. Yes, yes, yes. It was. They were in the final because of that, and they were even a worse team in the actual playoff final as well. But yeah, for me, Fulham, I have them 18th for now. It may change. I may be wrong with the manager, but yes, for me, I think Fulham will go down. In 17th place, I have Nottingham Forest. I just think they haven't really changed much. Also don't like the unpredictability of their managers when it comes to Nottingham Forest. I feel like they have had so much change over the years. Even though they keep their players, I don't think their players a lot of the time want to stay there, which leads to an unhappy dressing room. And I think some of these players down tools. But yeah, I think that's why Forest is a team that will be down there, in my opinion, when it comes to personally where I don't trust if the manager's going to stay for the whole season. I do like the manager that they have in Glasner, but at the same time, I don't know if they have the players to fit his system. 16th, I have Leeds. I think Leeds are another team that have the possibility to go down, maybe even finish below Fulham and Forest. I just I just think they're gonna be in a relegation scrap. That's what I think. I think the Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, they could finish whenever in these kind of places. But yeah, I just Fulham over Coventry, Leeds, they are okay. Fulham over Palace. I think Newcastle and Crystal Palace will get relegated. I think Newcastle will be fine. I think their new manager is nice. But yeah, for me, Leeds I have at 16th. 15th, I have Coventry. I think they're the only team that could surprise us in terms of the promoted sides. But as I said, 15th to below, it's really going to be very close because I think last season it was close around these positions. So it could go either way, honestly. Uh I think Coventry were the best team in the championship by a mile, and I think some of these Premier League teams are basically championship level. So that's why I think that Coventry have a chance to stay up. For me, 14th, I have Crystal Palace. As much as they have lost a couple players, I do like the manager they brought in as well. I think they brought in the guy from Lens, if I'm not to be mistaken. I like some of the business they've done as well. As I said, this is more of the manager as well, Pierre Sage. He was at second with Lens last season, so I think him alone gives them a big big upgrade on the other teams around them because I think he's a much better manager than some of these other clubs' managers in terms of level of manager. Obviously, Nottingham Forest can be higher as well because they have a decent manager, but I just think I don't know if Klasen is going to be there for the whole season. That's my thinking because Forest are just too unpredictable. I don't think Forest above Coventry. No, I just think Coventry. For me, Forest are too unpredictable. Good manager is a good manager, regardless of league. Yeah, quality of manager makes a big difference. 13th, I have Everton. I just think they haven't really done much in the window to finish any higher than that. I think they'll be a mid-table Mandem team. I think just the teams above them have done more personally in regards to this squad. Everton is a weird case. It's like there'll always be a there'll always be they got Bordella, so I'm tripping. No, they got Siaj from Lens. Everton is one of those ones. I can bet you that. Where you think you're gonna finish? Let me know. Let me know where you're gonna think you're gonna finish. Bodo Union, big up to them too. But yeah, I have them at 13th at this current moment. I mean, they could go higher, they could go lower. Everton is a weird one because I think they're always going to be a team that's going to be in the Premier League, and mid-table is around about. We will finish 7th. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, 13th I have Everton. 12th Newcastle. Now this can go higher or lower depending on how good their manager does. I do like some of the business they've made. As much as they've lost a lot of players, Newcastle, the good thing they've done is they've replaced the manager. I think the manager is one of the things that needed to be changed. Um, a lot of people don't know a lot about the new manager. One thing I will say that he is successful everywhere he goes. I also like some of the signings that they've made to kind of replace the players they've lost. They still got a couple bits of business to do. They still have a very young, talented squad in terms of some of the players they have. And I think with this new manager, I think he will just steady the ship. But as I said, Newcastle mid-table can go either way for me. But yeah, I just have Newcastle at 12th. Oh no, Tottenham. I have Tottenham finishing really high to be honest with you, but we'll get to Tottenham. 11th Sunderland. I think Sunderland will have a little down period. As much as they have a good squad, I don't think they'll be able to compete with Europe and the Prem at the same time, which will lead to a little drop off for them. That's why they'll be in and around the mid-table mark for me. Now we go into the top 10. In 10th, I have this first of the triple breeze Brentford. Brentford is just like a team that's just going to be there. They're going to lose some, win some. It's going to be a good day out for them. They're a team that just sticks to the plan coast really. I don't think they're going to be a relegation candidate, but I don't think they're going to have enough to face to get the European places in my opinion. That's why I have them 10th. 9th, Brighton, another of the triple Bs. I think the triple Bs are going to be very close, very tight to each other. Another team that is just there or thereabouts. They will sell players, bring in players. They are very good when it comes to their transfer business. Brentford, Brighton, those type of teams, they do very well in terms of keeping the status quo of their team. But I don't think they're going to be fighting for European places this year in when it comes to overall. That's what I would say. That's why I have them in ninth place. In eighth, Bournemouth. Now, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford, they could interchange. Eighth to 10th can interchange, in my opinion. It can go either way between those three. I just think those are the kind of places that they're going to be. They're going to be fighting over that Conference League spot because I think England will get the top five, and that's will be what it is. I, Oh, who has Villa top five? Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, for me, the triple Bs will be 8th to 10th. In 7th, Villa. I think Villa will maintain a European place. I just don't think they'll finish any higher than 7th, just because I think the 6 teams gonna be above them that are gonna have done a lot of good business, have been a lot better than them. And I think the Champions League and Premier League situation for them isn't going to lead for them to have a good season. They lost Morgan Rogers, which is a big miss. They look like they may even lose Konza, which I haven't kind of delegated into that as well. They could even go lower in my estimations if they lose Konza as well. But Morgan Rogers is a very big miss. I think he was a very crucial part of their team. And yeah, for me, I think Villa will finish 7th. I don't think they will be transfer window too much, not taking a player. Well, hey, listen, is the stream lagging? Why? Let me. Why is the stream lagging? Oh, I should be fine now. But anyway, 6th place I have Man United as of right now. For me personally, 5th place I have Liverpool. I like their manager. I think not Iriola is a very good manager. I think he's a manager that can boost the squad to a higher level than they are. I think with Isak being firing on all cylinders, that's going to be a big thing. I think the way that they're going to play the game, they do have a lack of bench options. I will say that. That's why I don't think they'll finish top four. But 5th place is good enough to get Champions League again, and I think that's where you expect Liverpool to be. Hey, big up, Rasta. Yeah, I think Europa League is where I think United will finish, in my opinion. This is as currently constructed. It can change based on any transfers going forward. But this is what I think personally at current moment. I think just Man United and Liverpool are 2 teams that haven't done enough, me personally, in the transfer window to finish any higher than these current places. In 4th place, I have Tottenham. And the reason why I have Tottenham 4th is not only because of the great business they've done in improving their midfield tenfold, in my opinion, Tonali and the likes of that. The one thing that they have now is a manager that is, for me, one of the best in the league in De Zerbi. If you don't understand who De Zerbi is, look at what he did in Brighton. Look at what he was doing at Marseille. For me, he is the X factor that Tottenham puts them on a higher level than they're going to be, especially with a lot of returning players. Kudus coming back, Kulusevski. It's the type of players that they have in their squad. The defensive players that they've brought in, Sensi, Van der Heck. With this manager as well, I think they're going to have a great season. They don't have any European football, so they don't have to worry about a huge squad. They can afford, and the thing about it is they won't have as many injuries because one, they're not going to be playing a style of football that will lead to many injuries, and they're going to not be, and they're a couple years away from the high line for life era of Ange Postecoglou that kind of decimated their squad in terms of injuries, in terms of fitness, etc., etc. For me, Tottenham is a team that can finish 4th with De Zerbi as the manager. And I think this is probably the highest position they will finish. But I think currently, as what they have done, the only bits and pieces left for them is their attack. That's the only thing that probably they need to upgrade a little piece. But yeah, I would say 4th Tottenham in as currently constructed. 3rd, I have Chelsea. That's as high as we can go for me. 3rd is Chelsea's sweet spot. I think we have a better squad than the teams below us. I think we have a better manager than the teams below us. And I think with Jabi Alonso not having to deal with Europe, not having to need to rotate as much, the starting 11 is good enough to win most games. But yeah, and also our attack is one of the best in the league. João Pedro, Palmer, Rogers. I don't think most teams can compete with that attack. Midfield is decent, and the defense we've upgraded. We've upgraded in every place we needed to upgrade. We bought in a right wing back in Palestra. We bought a left wing back in Chaveri. We can play free at the back with the likes of Reece James, Lacroix, Colwell. Midfield is good to go as always, and then the attack has been improved as well as some of the backup players. We brought in the likes of Omega Quenda to come off the bench. That's what I say in terms of we asked for me a big up 10 in the building, big up Rasta. Go check both their channels out. For me, because we've got so many players, we can field two different teams and still be okay. In the first cup game, we can field a whole second 11 and get past Luton, which most teams can't do. They don't have the squad depth that we have currently. And I think that will make a big difference because even if we lose a player, it won't hurt us as much as the teams below us. Because if you look at past the starting 11s of some of these other teams, the benches are looking very light compared to us. Second place, I have Arsenal. The only reason Arsenal are there is because as much as they have the complete squad, for me, I just think I just don't think they'll do back to back. Now, they could even finish lower than this. I'm putting them there just as of now. They can even finish lower than this. It's very possible. I don't trust their manager. I don't really like their style of football. The new rules isn't going to help them out either. So for me, I think this is a team that can finish anywhere between second, even go as low as seventh. That's why I have them second for now, because I don't want to be too disrespectful. I don't think they're going to have a big drop off, but the drop off is going to be enough for them to not win the league back to back. They haven't done it in their history in the Premier League, and the last time they did back to back leagues was in the 30s. And let's be honest, who remembers the 30s? I don't even think there was TV then. The games were on radio. First place, I have Man City. The reason why I have Man City first is people need to understand that Enzo Maresca did a great job at Chelsea up until the end. He won a Conference League, won the Club World Cup, was able to do a lot with the scraps he was given. At City, you're given everything you need. The players that they're bringing in, people say Rodri's going to be a big mess. I don't think so, honestly. I think Rodri had a good World Cup, but the Premier League last season, he wasn't that great. People are nostalgic, what have they done lately, merchants? Just because he had a good World Cup doesn't mean he was good over the last year. He wasn't that guy for them, in my opinion. And I think that Nico Gonzalez and some of the players they're bringing in can cover for that loss. So for me, Man City are the best team. They have the best striker in the world. They have one of the top attacks. And I feel like Man City are the team to beat at the current moment. I don't think it's Arsenal. I think it's City. But as I said, subject to change. Who wins La Liga? I'm saying Deportivo. I don't know. I think I just give the slight edge to Barcelona because I just think Mourinho will take time for him to mold that squad. But yeah, that's my top 20 for Premier League. As I said, subject to change, transfers, etc., etc. Newcastle fourth, Villa fit third. Yeah, Fulham sixth. That table is mad. But yeah, I don't think Man United or Liverpool finishing that low. I don't think Fulham are going to be up there. Um, if you believe in Arbeloa as a manager, then you don't know football because he's rubbish. Of course, let me be delusional. Oh, of course. Listen, I put Chelsea third, but they could listen. Third to seventh or third to sixth can go either way. Tottenham, Liverpool, and United could finish higher than us. Villa could finish higher than us, but the triple Bs will stay there. Then you've got your mid-table man, them Sunderland, Newcastle, Everton, Palace that are just perennial. They're just going to be in the league, and then you have 15th below, which are your relegation fodder. So relegation possible. Hull City, Ipswich, Fulham, Forest, Leeds, and Coventry are teams that will be fighting for relegation. For me, Palace, Everton, Newcastle, Sunderland are your mid-table mandem. Brentford, Brighton, Bournemouth, your triple Bs. They're just there. They're just there to be there. They may get Europe, they may not. The Conference League spot is available for them. Villa is just going to be in the middle hoodoo spot where I think they'll get Europa League again and they'll win it again, and then they'll be back in Champions League, and it'll be the repeat cycle. I don't think they do well overall in the league. And then United, they get a drop off because Kariki can't handle the Wednesday nights. Liverpool will probably be top five. Top five will be one of these five teams in any order in particular for me. Doesn't really matter. I don't as far as I'm concerned, I don't think Arsenal win the league again. But any of these five will be around that place in terms of European. Hot take UCL spot and win a trophy. I think only people would left us, but nobody talks about what we brought in and Jasse. Spurs 10th and Man United 8th. Yeah, that's too low for those two clubs for me. I do think United get a drop off, but I don't think they drop off that far. I think they drop off to 6th. From 3rd to 6th, that's enough of a drop off with Champions League and all the extra games. And then Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea. Those 3 to 5th can be in any order, really. And then 2nd and 1st, it just, by the by. Hey, listen, if you want to start a EFC career mode, EFC 27's out in a month with Fulham, you can do that. But in real life, yeah, not happening. And final thing of the day, I'm going to set up my fantasy team. Let's see what we got. All right, fantasy settings. For those of you who don't know fantasy, you have a budget of £100 million, and you have to build a team that can win the fantasy league. The aim is not to spend too much money, etc., etc. All right, Haaland's going to be in there. So Haaland is going to be in everyone's team. He's going to be in mine. Haaland is the de facto you need. So goalkeepers, you want one good one and one cheap one. You need to look at, okay, who's going to get clean sheets this season? Who are the teams that are going to just not concede goals? Arsenal's up there, but you need something a bit different. I don't want to spend too much on goalkeepers. Ideally, who do I think can have a lot of clean sheets? Don't think it's going to be Pope. Alisson Becker. Alisson Becker for 5.5. I'll take that. And then a 4.5. Yeah, Verbruggen. Those will be my defenders. Defenders you just need solid defenders. Yeah, not Verge. Let me see. Okay, Van Heck is 5 million. I'll take one of them. Bro, 6 million. That's a bit much for Lacroix. Okay, Munoz. I don't know if Munoz is still going to be there at Palace. So I'll take Mitchell for now. Munoz, he has a potential to move on. Timber Sleeper injured. I do like O'Reilly. He's going to get a lot of points. I'll put O'Reilly there for now. It may change. I need some cheaps. Oh, Kadioglu. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I need a cheap. Let me get cash. That's what I want. Now midfielders. How much money do I have? Okay. Man said Basmati. Okay, Rogers is gonna be up there. Definitely. Oh, Wilson at Leeds. That actually might be a shout. Oh, Drewsbury Hall. He's gonna have a good time at Everton. I need something cheap. Cheap and cheerful. Ooh. I already have a City player. I need something different. I need something different. I don't want let me see. What we got for price? Bruno G at Arsenal is not gonna get points. Ooh, Ryan is rumored to move, so I want to put Ryan. Let me get the Esther Wow. Actually, no, I can't have two. Can't have too many Chelsea players. No. Oh, I went too far. Went too far into the. Let me cook. Let me cook a little bit. Let me cook. Mante Garnacho. Ooh, Buendia. Salvino's gone. Madison's no. Clivert. Clivert for 6. How much money do I got? Yeah, Clivert for 6 might do. Or Sade. Minte. I'm gonna add Sade. And Clivert. Yeah. Let me mix it up a little bit. So it gives me a lot of money for the strikers. Give me a bit of money for the strikers. I'm gonna put Isaac in there. I think Isaac's gonna have a good season. I think this is gonna be his year. Yeah, Pedro out. Do I have money left over? I think I did all right. I think I did all right. No Arsenal players because they can hold that. But he's starting against City though. Tottenham. Actually, let me see what I can get for 6.5. Oh no. Eze, he's not starting. Odegaard, no. Dango. Right. The thing is, I want Ryan, but I know there's a possibility of him moving, which I'm annoyed about. Because Ryan, actually, I'll keep Ryan for now. Keep Ryan for now. Let me see who's available 6. Ndai. I don't know if Ndai makes a move. Ndai makes a move. But I'm gonna wait on it. Ooh, Rio. Let me take off Sade and let me put on Rio. Rio. Yeah, let me put Rio. Feel like he's gonna have a good time. Actually, is that too? No, I don't know if he's gonna start or not. 6 million in the bank. Minte fresh. I like Minte. I like Minte. None of them are gonna get points like that. Ayari. Ooh, Ayari for Brighton. Ayari or Minte? No, we'll keep Minte. Ooh, Enzo Lafie. Actually, let me put Enzo Lafie because I think he might have a good season. Let's see if I can get a better midfielder for 5 or defender. Defender. 5 M's. See total point. Let me see what the points were looking like. Keane, Richards, Nico Williams. Cash. Okay, so maybe. Ooh, Hall. How much is Lewis Hall anyway? I said affordable. Let me see how much is Lewis Hall. Even if he's I just gotta go Newcastle. Newcastle. How much is Lewis Hall? 5 min. If I take what? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm done for now. Subject to change. Subject to change. Do you have a league for this? I will. I'll make a league after this. Let me enter squad. All right. Let me create a league. Call it the Kings. The Kings League. Okay, create league. All right. Right players. Copy all link. There you go. There is the link. I'm gonna pin it. Pin comment. Wait, let me pin the comment. But yeah, there's the link to the FPL. Be the pin comment for the thing. But yeah, you build your team. You also let me actually, while we're here, for people that don't understand, okay, so what else? So you build your squad, you pick your starting lineup each week, you choose your captain. Points are from minutes, goals, assists, clean sheets, saves, defensive contributions, bonus points. You make transfers, you get transfers each week to make. Use chips, wild card to make unlimited transfers to rebuild the squad. Free hit, change your squad for 1 week. Bench boost to get all players to score, and triple captain. If you think, let's say, Haaland's having a double game week, triple captain him and you'll get more points. And yeah, so basically that's Fantasy League. So, so yeah, the league will be pinned in the comment. The league will be pinned. Join it. Hey, anyone who want to join the Kings League, feel free to do so. But yeah, that was my top 20. As I said, subject to change based on transfers. We got 3 weeks more transfers. I even might make another video after the transfer window ends if I change my mind in terms of the top 20. And the FPL will be, as I said, pinned comment. So please go join the league and hey, tell a friend to tell a cousin to tell an auntie. Anyone can join the league. I don't care if they watch this channel, if they don't. If you have friends that want to do a fantasy league, go ahead, tell them to join as well. Big up to everybody inside. Big up 10. Big up Bring Back Skedaddle. Big up Ansar. Big up Nighttime Kid. Big up Guna C. Big up Rasta. Big up who else? RSV. Big up everybody for leaving your opinions, etc. etc. Big up Michelle. Big up to everybody inside. Go check out the league. Please, after the video as well, comment your top 20. Let me know what you think about mine as well. And with that being said, that's me for this evening. I'll be back tomorrow for some more watch-alongs, especially early morning settings for me. A-League All-Stars women versus Chelsea women. And then in the evening, a couple games as well. But season's nearly here. Obviously, this weekend is Community Shield settings. And then next weekend we back baby. But yeah, join the fantasy league. Link pinned comment. Go join the league. With that being said, peace and love. This has been your boy African King Academy with King's Talks, and I will also do another prem table stuff as well. And I might do a video next week to discuss the other things, who I think player of the season, young player of the season, who I think is the teams to watch out for, dark horses, etc., etc. But that's being said, big up. And yeah, I'm out. Peace and love, and have a good night, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Peace.